Hey, 10YR here, bro. Video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're doing our full breakdown and some fun little team builds for the EZA Dokkan Festival exclusive LR Gods. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And to be honest with you, I wanted to make this video right after the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta video, but I felt so bad. I had to take a rest. I feel awful still. At least good enough to make this video now, but I am playing hurt. So, bear with me as I, try to recover from whatever I have. It's awful. It's some sort of flu. So, anyway, let's go ahead and break down this crazy EZA unit. And it's always good to see a 3-year-old unit become one of the best units in the game. And yes, the LR Gods is one of the best units in the game. I still think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is better, due to the fact, and I'll break this down here, but due to the fact of the nullification. But ultimately here, this unit is still top tier, right? The leader skill is Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes. So this is the return of Movie Heroes, because this unit going on Movie Heroes, or this running this team right here, is going to be interesting to see where they fall in the best team. So this is Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes 170, and then Kamehameha at 30%. The only negative, right, is Kamehameha is the only 30% boost for this 200% leader. But there's a lot of units that are Movie Heroes and Kamehameha. And then Power Beyond Super Saiyan Kamehameha. Goku, of course. The 12 key super attack is greatly raises attack and defense, causes cost damage to the enemy. And then the ultra 18 key is greatly raises attack and defense. So these are your stacking abilities here. This is what you want, is to stack this unit as much as possible. The passive skill here is literally exactly the same as the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You have the damage mitigation at 77% at the first turn, and you get a guaranteed super attack there, and then you have +2 to key attack and defense 100% and guards against all attacks for 7 turns. So this first turn is very important because you want to stack as much as possible, and you do have the ability to do 5, right? So you have your normal one, this guaranteed one, when your key is 17 or more, and then when your key is 20 or more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hidden potential is 5. And if you get all 5, you're going to be in very, very good shape. So base effects here is 200% to attack defense, receives additional key +2 per key sphere obtained, and that makes it so much easier to get to 17 and 18, 20 key. And then for every key sphere obtained up to 77%, is attack and defense 10% up. And then for every rainbow key sphere, is chance of performing critical hit 10%. You also have the transformation dynamic. It transforms, or you transform in Super Saiyan Blue. You fuse in the other active skill once you transform here, and that's going to start from the 4th turn. So just like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that 2nd turn, you're not going to have the damage mitigation. That's why you want to stack as much as possible, but you are still going to have that guard. So it should be fine unless you're, get super attacked in first position and it crits, or something has to happen, and the enemies hitting you with like 2 million, I don't know exactly what enemy that could be in the red zone or formidable foes fight that could do that, but I'm sure there is. I just have to look into it. So link skills here: Super Saiyan Kamehameha, Warrior Gods, Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Power, Legendary Power. It does not change when you transform, which I really, really like. And I hate that the new units, when the link skills, when you transform, they change. I just hate when that happens. I like it when the link skills just stay the same. And a lot of categories here. So you can see here, there's no situation, or there's no limitation or restrictions preventing you from just slotting this unit here in any of these teams, and it's going to be absolutely great on all these teams here. So that's a huge plus for not only this unit and the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta unit. Now, once you go ahead and transform into the blue Goku and Vegeta here, you lose the stacking ability, but you get massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn. And then you do a mini stack here, and massively raises attack and defense for 4 turns, and then has that crazy ability. I don't think we talk about this as much. This crazy ability of disable enemies' action every time he does a 18 key super attack. So every turn you're going to have that ability, and this ability can remove a enemy's guaranteed, or its enemy's super attack if it's in that next turn. So very, very powerful, right? And both Gogeta and this unit does have that passive skill here. So this is really where the differences come in between Gogeta and the gods, right? So a lot of this is the same. So damage reduction for the first turn, 77%, 300% to attack, receives an additional key +2 when keys are obtained, attacks when effective against all types, guard, and then high chance perform critical hit. So that's the same. And what's the difference here is the medium chance of evading enemies' attack, which I understand why they had to move it to medium, because you have this ability down here to, per rainbow keys you're obtained, you have this ability to get 10% for evasion. And if you get all 5 and you have high chance, it's 100%. Actually, the difficulty of getting 5 rainbow orbs, it's actually difficult. So they could have just said, hey, you know, if you get lucky enough to get 5 rainbow orbs, then you have 100% to dodge. Pretty cool, I think, if they would have done that. However, instead of doing that, they said, you know, we're going to give you the ability for a double orb change. So key spheres, in key spheres, are going to change to rainbow key spheres. And then they're going to also randomly change a key sphere, excluded because already changing, to rainbow key spheres. So giving you a lot more opportunity to get 5 rainbow orbs. And then this is only 30%, so you can only get max 80%. So it is, of course, better than great chance. But I think that would have been cool to provide us a high chance, 50%, and then you can get, you know, add your little pieces here. So, and then for every key sphere obtained, you get that boost up here, attack and defense 10% up to 100%. Should be able to do that very quickly. And then when key is 7 or more, you launch a guaranteed super attack. When key is 20% or 20 key or more, you launch an additional super attack here. And then active skill is 24 key is 50% when you're at 24 key. So you want to just be at 24 key. That's what you want to do. This is different here. The 7 or more keys are obtained. Launches additional super attack. This, you know, you get this additional super attack where Gogeta does not. You have that ability. So technically you're performing more damage, you know, per turn, I guess. Perform critical hit and launches an additional super attack when enemy's HP is 50% or less, and that's only once only. And then you have this guaranteed evasion, 100% chance when your HP is 50% or less. Unfortunately, that's one chance. Yeah, it would have been nice to be a guarantee for maybe. Yeah, I understand. I was like, you know, let's do it for 3 turns or three times. But yeah, one chance here because again, you can still stack it to 80%. Of course, you do also. Oops. Talk about that in a second. You still have an active skill here of the fusion, which you fuse into Gogeta Blue, and then you do this crazy attack here. And you can only do it when HP is 50% or less when facing one enemy or whose HP is 50% or less. And then all attacks become crits. So, again, very similar to Gogeta. The biggest difference, right, is you have this dodge mechanic here versus damage mitigation versus the biggest trump card is the nullification, the 70% nullification, and then the guarantee nullification if the enemy's under 50%. That gives Gogeta the edge, right? Because the chance of him dying is so far less than the gods or the blues here because of that dynamic, right? Whereas this, you know, when you're not bringing this unit when you're fighting characters that have the guarantee to hit you and to nullify dodge unless you bring in Tech UI Goku, right? But again, you're still going to, you know, with the you're going to be like at 2-3 million in stacking of defense and guarding. You still might be okay in most fights, like the top tier, top 1% fights. It's going to be difficult, but everything else, like 90%, the rest of the game, this is going to be a breeze with this unit here. So let's talk about, you know, link partners. You can link up. We don't talk about the, you know, Kamehameha Tria Might Goku enough. This is a unit you can run with this unit here. Generally, you're not going to. But yes, they link up very well along with the LR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Vegeta. They both have 6 links on there, so you could run this. But again, you're generally not. The unit that you are wanting to run this unit on is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because he's going to give Power Beyond Super Saiyan a defensive boost and then damage mitigation once he transforms to Super Saiyan 4. So because the blues here don't have damage mitigation, at least you get that little 10% help there, right? So so that's the best unit to run next to if you want to showcase the blues or the LR gods. But ultimately, you know, you can run really this unit with anybody and they're just going to be fine. So let's talk about team builds. So again, this looks like a top 10 to me, guys, right? This looks like a top 10 team to me. You can't run Super Vegeta on this because he's not a movie hero or Power Beyond Super Saiyan. However, you can run the Dokkan Festival exclusive 10-year anniversary Gogeta on here. I have him here as a floater, guys. I have him here as a floater because I have Beast Gohan just kind of chilling at 170%, doing his, you know, damage mitigation and guard thing enough for the gods to build up, right? Could I just switch this up here and just go, okay, great, I'm just gonna run, you know, the gods here and Vegeta here and just, you know, can I do that? Sure, absolutely. But I'm just saying, this team is so versatile, I could move people around all day long, right? And here's the thing, right, is Beast Gohan, right? Beast Gohan, he's only at running 170%, but you know, this guy's running at 200%, and this is actually going to get, he's going to get defensive boost, he's going to get support from LR34, right? So this looks like a top 10 team to me, guys. It does. So where they fall, it's going to be interesting, because now a return of movie heroes. Remember, movie heroes dominated the top 10 teams for quite some time. So building this is interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, you can just go ahead and not have quote-unquote a support and just run LR34 on main rotation. It's an incredible team. It's an incredible team. Oh, by the way, yeah, the Broly's are on here, right? Full power Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is on here. Yeah, it's incredible. So speaking of movie heroes team, right, don't forget, you know, this guy. He's a dodge or die unit, right? You know, Dragon Fist Goku is a dodge or die. So you're only bringing this unit for the reason, I don't know why, you maybe just don't have a particular unit to lead the team. But if you have this guy, you're going to lead movie heroes anyway. But this is movie heroes final trump card. That's a great combination. Final trump card and movie heroes is fantastic. Now, you know, you can bring Vegeta here to you know, make sure that he stacks. But I just said, hey, I'm just going to put him here as a floater. But again, these guys need a stack too. So it could be like this and move Beast down. it's crazy now, guys. It's crazy that we have so many great units on here. I have Gogeta here on the bench. It's just amazing what we're able to build now. Of course, I already went through these in the Gogeta. We have the Fuse Fighter team here. We have the Gogeta team. So one thing I did not mention in the Gogeta breakdown was the Super Vegito. I didn't put the down arrows on the gods or Super Gogeta. Yes, some of you guys already mentioned that. Hey, you shouldn't have Vegito as the number one team. Gogeta should be the number one team. Again, I haven't ranked them yet, guys. But you guys might be right. It's these guys are only running at 170, and these guys are running at 200% on this team here, right? So what's missing? It's missing Beast Gohan, and is Beast Gohan worth enough to give up, you know, the 200% boost for the LR Gods and Super Saiyan Gogeta, right? So, you know, I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a very interesting top 10 team on here. So, and then you have, speaking of Beast Gohan, then you actually run the gods on Beast Gohan team, right? Because they're superheroes and they're movie heroes, so they run at 200%. This team's actually very, very strong, because if you're going to bring this team here, you can absolutely run Tech UI Goku, right, on this team here, and then you can put the domain up when you get to that level where the nullifying of the dodge mechanic is up there. So, but again, his stacking and everything is going to be so strong. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see and test him out in the top 1%. Right, the top 1% is difficult for sure. But yeah, Beast Gohan team's getting stronger. I was thinking Beast Gohan's team is gonna drop down in the rankings, but look at what he has on his team. It depends on how I rank all these, right? Do I combine some of these? That's going to be the question, because if I don't, this Beast Gohan team might drop out of the top 5 though. Let's talk about Daima. Daima is an option on here. It's a fun little team that you can build up here. There's a lot of different options, again, that you can put the gods on. But of course, you can interchange this. You can Daima can run in first position or second position here. But this is just kind of a goofy team. Actually, I wanted to show this one after Beast, because talk about Tech UI Goku. You can run the gods on the Tech UI Goku team because they are a realm of gods, right? They're a realm of gods. Are they? Oh, wait a minute. Are they 170%? Are they accelerated battle? Give me 1 second. Are they accelerated battle? They're not accelerated battle. So, all right. So, they are a down arrow. So 170% across the board here. But again, you still can run them on that particular team. And then I was going to show Daima Goku afterwards. But yeah, you know, I think the gods aren't better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but they are incredible. All right, so no shade thrown at the gods here. They're a top tier unit. You know, top 5 easily. The question is, are people thinking it's, you know, better than the other Gogeta, right? You know, I don't think so, right? Because of the leader skill. But anyway, yeah, a lot for you guys to think about here. Let me know how you guys feel about the LR gods. I think they're incredible. And again, it's just great to see a 3-year-old unit come back and feel so strong. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.